Hello, I'm Professor Linda Calfine, and welcome to Interpersonal Communication. So, you are taking this class as an asynchronous class, meaning that your lectures are online and your exams are online. And if you have questions, you send them to me via email online, and you have agreed to this type of learning mode. So this video is all about how the course will function. So I'm going to share my screen with your course syllabus found in course information. And there we have it. So there's the name of your course, and there's my name, and there's my preferred email, which is linda.calfine@sunywcc.edu. I prefer my Outlook email because I'm in my Outlook email all the time. Not all the time, but most often. And if you send it via Brightspace, there's usually a delay on it. And again, if you looked at my office hours, this is when I get to you the fastest, when I'm in my Brightspace during this time. Otherwise, if I'm in a meeting, I may click on my phone and you'll be lucky if I answer your email. So do take note when my office hours are, and you may have to arrange your questions to be easily answered in a rapid form during that time. Most of your questions happen usually with writing assignments and things of that nature. So here is our textbook. It's Reflect and Relate. And I'm going to stop this for a moment and share with you the cover page so everyone can get a look at it. We are in the 6th edition, so make sure whether you purchase new, used, rent, whatever the case, we're using this book. We do not use any of the online apparatus that goes with this book, like Launchpad or something like that. All your exams are directly on Brightspace. This textbook is for reading, and all of the exam questions are geared from the information from your lectures and from the textbook. As well as your writing assignments must include information from your textbook, and we confirm that with in-text citation. So the book is mandatory. Okay, back to your syllabus. All right, so whether you use the hard copy or the digital, it doesn't matter to me. Whether you purchase or rent doesn't matter to me. Okay, so you have accessed this course, obviously, and the first thing you should do is purchase the book, because we hit the ground running with reading the book, and it is mandatory, as I said. Okay, so you can keep reading. And the course description, what is interpersonal communication? Well, in week 1, so I'm going to stop for 1 minute. I have to go out and in again because this, here we go, doesn't always give me as many windows as I need. Here you go. Here's your course. So obviously everyone found course information, but we're going to click it. And if you wanted to know a little bit more about me, there's a bio in here. If you've forgotten how to do things, there's directions there, a video. Here's my welcome message. And this is where the written syllabus is. And here's where this video is going to go. Okay. Once you do that, then you could either go into your table of contents and click week 1. My face is here, but let me just move. Oh, I can't, it's not, okay. There's usually arrows up here, you can flip there as well. So in week 1, we have learning objectives. You can click there. You have to fill out this form. You don't email it to me. The information in this form helps you answer your first discussion questions. Discussion questions are important because they are not only allowing me to understand if you're understanding the material, but they're also attendance. So you can't make up a discussion question, because if you're not in class during this time to answer your response to this particular question, as well as respond to one other student's, that's throughout all of the discussion questions, not only responding yourself, but also to another student. That's all the process of attendance. So you don't ask me to make it up. Okay, so and then you have my recorded lecture. It has PowerPoints. I've also added the PowerPoints here. Some students like that. And I also added a study guide after you complete reading chapter 1. Do you know this information? So in this course, which we'll see in our syllabus, I test you 3 chapters at a time. So your first exam is on chapters 1, 2, and 3. So it's to your advantage to, after each chapter you have listened to and read the chapter, to go through the study guide to make sure you know what the terms mean, not only by definition, but examples. And that's where some students may have difficulty in the exams if I'm saying this is an example of, and I give you a scenario. Okay, then I have added videos which help you. This definitely is a very important video. It's only like 7 minutes. What is interpersonal communication? And it has more examples than I can do in this. It's very well explained because there are different levels of communicating with one other person at one time in different situations or contexts. So that is important for you as a very good foundation for this class. And then, in the end, why are we all doing this? Well, we want to have better conversations. Many of us, with the pandemic behind us, not realizing that verbal and written communication are different, and we lack in our verbal skills. We repeat things we say, we use language inappropriate, maybe too vague, we use cliches, we use metaphors and similes, like. Can't tell me it's like something unless you tell me what it is. So we definitely take our conversation for granted, thinking that everybody is easily understanding us. And then we have week 2 and same format. Okay. So some of the teachers, I just want to show you, they put, this is called the nav bar, it's the blue bar. And I just connect the discussions right as you saw it. So if I click here, again, these are not visible for you to see until it opens up. You would start your thread, you title it, blah, 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 and then you write your blah, 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 and then you post. Okay. So I don't want anyone reading blah, 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 buzz. All right, let's go back. All right, so that was, and all the weeks will look similar to that. And then here it'll say, you have, you may elect to complete exam 3. So exam 3 is probably in the next weeks. So again, I link that too. Here it is, exam chapter 3. So you can move forward. I don't have, you want to take the exam? Boom, take it. It has a due date. I don't have a starting date because it's open. But I do have a due date. And again, please, since I don't have a start date and it's open, I don't have extensions. So you do have to monitor, and it's part of interpersonal learning, your time management skills. So that's why you have to have everything done in this class by the due dates. Okay, so we're applying the skills we're learning in the class ASAP. So this is a description of interpersonal communication, inter meaning between. So this course deals with communication relationships. Now, when I say the word relationships, you may start thinking, just romantic, but no. We have relationships. We have parent-child. We have sibling-sibling, peer-peer, interviewer, interviewee. So we're going to understand the theory of how we communicate one-on-one. And here are the 9 areas that we're going to develop. Primary is definitely intrapersonal, I-N-T-R-A, which is understanding our own self, our core beliefs, and how to use the I and you language. And we go on into listening is a key element for being an effective interpersonal skills communicator. And then we have to understand some body language, which is nonverbal. So here are our goals and learning outcomes, and you can certainly read that. We do like to keep our videos under 20 minutes because we noticed that students stop listening after that. Okay, and then breakdowns. What makes communication um, not um, um, appropriate? What makes us stop listening? What are the barriers? What you know? Sometimes we don't like words and we stop listening after we hear that word. And here are the breakdowns of the chapters and what we'll be doing there. And here's how you're going to be greeted. So you have 3 exams delivered on Brightspace. And again, it opens and closes, definitely closes. So there are no extensions. So make sure you take it sooner rather than later, because if you take it the last minute and there's Wi-Fi issues, not using effective time management skills, which is part of interpersonal communication. So each exam is 13% of your grade. So there we have 39%. And then you have a written essay, which is 20%, and that's regarding chapters 10 through 14. So your exams 1, 2, and 3 chapters are on your first exam, 4, 5, and 6 are on your second exam, and 7, 8, and 9 are on your third exam. And then the essay is regarding one of those chapters, and then you have the big assimilation paper. And again, there's videos explaining what that is, where you take 3 theories and you take 1 phenomena, because as you're taking this course, you're going to say, oh, like when I took the course, I was, oh, I'm so interested in listening. Like, why can't people understand 100% comprehension? I didn't get it. So if you're in the room, why can't you get it? So that's a phenomenon that I investigated, and voila, 40 years later, I'm teaching, still teaching. Okay, 11% is attendance, and you're like, how are you going to take attendance? Through discussion. So make sure your discussions are on time. Make sure your exams are on time. Okay, and then we have a brief explanation of each one. So your exams are basically questions between 20 and 25 questions, where there's some of those questions are multiple choice, fill in the blank, true, false. Okay, and you have a designated time, so it's 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 25 questions, 30 minutes. Those of you that are designated extra time students, you have up to 60 minutes. Okay, and again, this syllabus is used for my in-person and my asynchronous, so sometimes there are, explanations, missing 3 classes for both is, the most you wanted to do, but it affects your grade because 3 classes for discussion is 6% of your grade. So you want to make sure. And here's all of your due dates. Okay. Here's everything we're going to do week by week. And as you open your Brightspace, each of your weeks are labeled and your exams are right on Brightspace. And it's pretty simple. Okay. So I do hope you enjoy this course. And there are so many interesting elements in this course because you learn more about yourself and how you may improve your communication skills in an interpersonal environment. Okay, we'll see you in the next video.